going to read a bit from Advertising Age. Advertising Age, you can look it up yourself. December 11th, 2007 issue. And I talked about this some time ago, and how voice to skull would come and first be used for advertising. And here it is. It says, hear voices, it might be an ad. An A&E billboard whispers a spooky message, audible only in your head, then pushed to promote its new paranormal program by Andrew Hamp. Published December the 10th, 2007. New York. It's theadage.com. New Yorker Alison Wilson was walking down Prince Street in Soho last week, but she heard a woman's voice right in her ear asking, "Who's there? Who's there?" She looked around to find no one in her immediate surroundings. Then the voice said, "It's not your imagination." No, he's not crazy. Our intrepid reporter Andrew Hamp ventures to Soho to hear for himself the technology that has New Yorkers freaked out and A&E buzzing. No, he's not crazy. And it repeats that again twice for some reason. Indeed, he's not crazy. It isn't. It's an ad for Paranormal State, a ghost-themed series premiering on A&E this week. The billboard is a billboard in the street above the street level. It says the billboard uses technology manufactured by a holosonic that transmits an audio spotlight from a rooftop speaker so that sound is contained within your cranium, that's your skull. The technology, ideal for museums and libraries. Here's your spin to make you accept it. Ideal for museums and libraries, or environments that require a quiet atmosphere, probably funerals too. The coffin will speak to you. For isolated audio. Put in your pocket. And he had tablesfuls of these little gadgets, and he said to Wendy, he said, stand 20 feet away, and he pointed it at her. She was facing away from him, and she heard music in the middle of her head, and this was a technique of voice-to-skull technology, very old technology, but he said that he could just as easily have put a voice in her head. Now, he said, this is obsolete from the CIA. This technology was from the 1950s. So that tells you, in the 1950s, people were still using the big glass tubes in their TVs and radios. We hadn't had the transistor radio even by then, and the stuff that was in this little handheld had to be solid-state microcircuitry, stuff that we only were given about 10, 15 years ago. So they're so far ahead in levels of science that whatever is presented to the public at the bottom level is already obsolete from a war point of view. And
America has seen tough times before, but we always tap into our spirit of innovation and emerge even stronger. At AT&T, we've seen it firsthand for over a century. That's why we're putting billions of dollars into network infrastructure, creating high-tech jobs, and investing in America's green technology. Because with every downturn comes an upturn.
And here he goes on, less intrusive approach. Joe Pompey, a rather pompous guy, president and founder of Holosonics, said the creepy approach is key to drawing attention to A&E's show, but he noted the technology was designed to avoid adding to noise pollution. You know, isn't that beautiful of a psychopath? How they can twist something into the reverse and say they're trying to avoid noise pollution by putting thoughts right into your head. Because that's what it amounts to, you see. If you really want to annoy a lot of people, a loudspeaker is the best way to do it, he said. If you set up a loudspeaker on top of a building, everybody's going to hear that noise. But if you're only directing that sound to a specific viewer, you're never going to hear a neighbor complaint from street vendors or pedestrians. The whole idea is to spare other people. Oh, they're being nice to us. They're being nice to us. Good PR psychopath there. Holosonics had partnered with a cable network once before when Court TV implemented the technology to promote its mystery whisperer in the mystery sections of select bookstores. You see how they do it too? They introduce it gradually in little places like that till you're used to it. This is another article actually getting you used to it. Mr. Pompey said the company also has tested retail deployments in grocery stores with Procter and Gamble, oh, the big ones, and Kraft, the crafty one, for customized audio messaging. So a customer, for example, looking to buy laundry detergent could suddenly hear the sound of gurgling water and thus feel compelled to buy Tide as a result of the sonic experience.